Story time. If you keep up with my Instagram and my YouTube, you know that I started a new job about 3 weeks ago. So just my first encounter with one of my coworkers there. So the first day, she comes into like our department and she's asking what everybody's name is. She's trying to get to know everybody and gets to me. Now, mind you, I've never met this woman. I don't even know her name. She's just introducing herself because she's a superior to us. And so she goes, and what's your name? And I go, my name is doesn't matter. I'm not going to remember anyway. Okay. Immediately my thing was like, oh, she's this. She's going to be like this. She's that. Like, that's somebody I don't even want to conversate with. I don't want to get to know her. I'm glad I'm not directly under her. I ain't got to deal with her. I'm not going to deal with her. And if she say something to me, I'm gonna ask her what's wrong with her. That was kind of my mentality. One of my direct co-worker who works in my department was saying, she's really not that bad once you get to know her, whatever. In my head, I'm like, man, she putting on the front, whatever. I tell that story basically just to start up what the topic is going to be, and that is the first offense. So the first offense is, everybody says that, when you first meet somebody, you get a first impression. You either like them or you don't like them. And most of the time, after the first offense or the first impression, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you choose and dictate how that relationship will go for the rest of the time you have to be around that person. Well, this video is to challenge everybody to change their perception about the first offense. So if you meet somebody, they rub you the wrong way, they say some rude things, the first thing you need to do is not take it personally, number one. Everybody's going through something. Everybody has a history. Everybody has had things happen in their childhood where as they grow as adults, they build up walls or they build up certain characteristics so that they will not be treated in the same way or feel the feeling that they felt, rejection, whatever it may be, from when they were younger. And I feel like had I not analyzed the situation, it would have been a lot that I missed out on as far as her helping me do certain things. Because I ended up having to go on a meeting with her last week into the community, and she actually, one-on-one, she was very pleasant. She was very helpful. And so that just let me know that, okay, in front of people, and she's a superior, so she's an achiever. Obviously she wants to be successful and she doesn't want to be under anybody. So maybe it was a thing where around people, she wants herself to be perceived as this certain type of person. She doesn't want to be ran over, or she doesn't want people to feel like she's somebody that can be messed with, or that she has feelings for that matter. So my thing was, I looked at it as, she has her, in front of people, she wants to be perceived a certain way. I don't have to directly deal with her. She has her own stuff going on, but I'm here to do my job, and whatever information I can give her that helps, I'll be able to. But had I kept the same mentality, I don't know if I would have been able to interact with her the way that I did when we were out in the community together. But she actually has been very helpful to me thus far. 3 things. Remember, an offense can only be taken. It cannot be given. This week, try to minimize how personal you take things. And when you get that first offense, analyze what it is has been said to you, why you think it has been said, and as you can see the character or the person who you're dealing with offhand, what kind of person do they seem like? I'm not even going to say try to get to know them. Analyze the interaction with them when it's one-on-one, and also when it's in front of people. Number 2, analyze about yourself why that offense pissed you off or why you felt offended, because usually the very thing that the person does to offend you is something that you might need to work on within yourself. So analyze why you're offended. And 3, remember what you're there for. Figure out how you can be a light to that person, because more than likely that person needs something that you have probably, and they might come at you or try to be offensive towards you because they see something in you that they want for themselves. Use that as an opportunity to actually shine light in that person's life, and try to show love and spread respect, regardless if you feel like you're getting it in return. You never know what that may develop into. So don't count people out and don't write them off the first offense. Just love on them regardless. See how things may change.